my feel-good breakfast show.
083-913-3728. Our relationship chat with Dr. Eve this Monday is all about intercultural, interreligious, and interracial relationships. And we were asking earlier on about how do you raise kids in a relationship like that. And so, Dr. Eve, how do you make the children understand that mom has a certain belief and dad has a different belief? How do you do that?
Practicing it. And also there's symbols throughout the house that will give you indications of that. And there are rituals that one undergoes every day. So you may be lighting candles in the morning, or you might be lighting candles on a Friday night. And the children ask questions, just like, I like integration, Katlego. So I think that just like you integrate any other form of education or any other way of living or value system to your children, so you are teaching them about your spiritual, your cultural, your religious lifestyle as well. And children visually get to see, visibly, and get to see what's going on, and they ask questions.
And I guess conversations that you also have around the dinner table during those intimate moments.
Yeah.
And how then do you guide the children to deciding for themselves? Because I'm assuming at that point you don't want to be forcing them to be with dad's side or mom's side. Choose for yourself.
Well, that's kind of very nice liberal way to say choose for yourself. And a lot
Dad goals.
a lot of parents just do that. They say, well, you just choose for yourself. Well, I don't know if you can just say to your kids generally, just choose for yourself. The only way we can do that, I think, ethically, is to provide them with a whole lot of education. So providing them with the value system, the principles of both religions that both parents are following, and say to children, whatever calls to you, if you're going to be that liberal and say, which I think would be great, don't go to this one, or don't be pulled to that one. Find what suits your personality or your own particular lifestyle. We're going to be accepting you, and that's an important message for parents to be given. We're going to be accepting and loving you irrespective of what you're going to choose.
Yeah. Let's take a call on the line. Calling us from the Eastern Cape. Let me just quickly make sure of the name. Good morning to you. Who am I speaking to?
It's Nafisa. Good morning, Katlego.
Hi. Thank you so much for your call, Nafisa. What advice do you have for us on making interracial relationships work?
Well, I'm a white South African Christian, and I'm married to a Pakistani guy, which is obviously a Muslim, and I converted before we got married. So it's basically we are bringing up the children with love and with education and with they go to an Islamic school as well, so they get taught about different religions. So they're very aware of not only Islam but other religions as well. But it's just basically it's a lot of compromise, a lot of respect on both of our sides, and we teach our children about love and respect. So, but it's very, very difficult, especially if you're married to somebody who is not respectful of your religion. But luckily, I do have a husband that understands, and I'm also understanding. So. And I was also converted to Islam, so that is how we live.
May I ask you about that, Nafisa? When was the point when you decided that you are going to convert to Islam, and why you made that decision?
I grew up not a very religious person. We did have Christianity in our home, but it wasn't very strict and stuff. So, and I've always been interested in other people's religions. So I was very drawn to Islam as a whole. And when I met him, I wasn't going to church or anything like that. So I converted. I first did some history and things like that. I first looked into Islam. So I like the religion, but it's very difficult. You have to be very strong,
Of course.
And it's a very, very difficult conversion because there's a lot of rules and regulations and things. So it's like a lifelong. It's like a
commitment, if you will, Well, Nafisa, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We do really appreciate it. So, yes, it is possible. And we're going to be coming back with Dr. Eve very shortly to find out some of Dr. Eve's best tips on making these kinds of relationships work. I still have a hope that I'll convert Dr. Eve to becoming a hopeless romantic. But right now, if you are a reader, good news, brand new book that we're talking about.